What is up, winning team? I want to talk about something that I think is quite funny, right? Because if you all remember, yesterday I was saying in my outdoor video. This is me assuming everybody's watched everything, like I always do. But anyway, I had said that I had just come across, the musical theatre production or play, whatever, Six, which I never knew what it was about. I said one of my dancers, one of the girls that was on my dance team, she used to work there, like with the production or whatever. I can't remember. I think anyway, whatever. And I never looked into it. So that was years ago. So like I never knew what Six was, and why has my face gone disappeared? I actually walked this route so you guys could see my face. Anyway, so I didn't know what Six was about. And I feel overwhelmed anyways. I've missed a lot. Growing up, I wasn't allowed to watch like virtually anything. It's funny how my parents like sheltered me from like all this different stuff from the media, but like they should have just sheltered me from themselves. But anyways, nevertheless. So I'm gonna talk about harm. Anyway, and so I was saying to my friend just now, the one who's in musical theatre, like, why is this doing this? I was saying to my friend, I was like, the one who's in musical theatre productions, I don't reference them by names because I understand that I say wild things on the internet. It's kind of like why I don't really shout you guys out, but some of you guys I shout out these days because I'm like, if you've been here long enough, you probably can handle the heat, But anyway, the one I always talk about who's like always off doing some musical theatre production, and like when I was there in Italy, when I went to visit her, she was like on the freaking like billboards, and there was like people stopping to like get photos with her, like, when you like didn't realize that somebody was actually like known. I feel like both my friends in Italy, it's kind of like, oh, whoa, you guys actually have like serious followings. Anyways, so I messaged her yesterday to say, hey girl, have you heard about the musical Six, right? I've spent all this time building this up for like what I'm about to say. This is ridiculous. And I'm also in a ridiculous mood today. Hold up. Okay, I'm back. So, anywho, I did all that build up just to say that she's a musical theatre. She's my resident musical theatre expert, right? Well, both of them are. Why can the people not see me? This is why I hate these stupid updates on this thing, because it's like, oh, and then we're going to adjust the lighting for whatever, adjust this, which I didn't ask you to do, and I can't change. Like, I'm not. See that? See, right? Same screen. I tap on my face twice. Now you can see me. So what was the point in that? What was the purpose? What was the purpose? Who did this help? Who's being helped by this? Like, this is why I hate this world. I hate everything about this world. I hate how the world develops. Everything reminds me of my hatred for this world and living. But anyway, so this is so unhinged. I messaged her like, hey girl, what do you think of the musical Six? She was like, oh, I've never seen it, but like, this is why I'm making a video. She says, if you're auditioning for it, you should go for it. I was like, auditioning? Who is auditioning for anything over here? Like, the fact that she, in her head, because I'm asking this to her opinion, because she's in musical theatre, she's just done 3 different productions last year in 3 different countries, in like 2 or 3 different languages, right? Like German, Italian, and English, like in, in Italy, Austria, Germany, whatever. And so I'm thinking, she's obviously somebody I should ask about thoughts, because she's more expert, and I've just randomly come across Six, and I'm finding it fascinating for so many reasons. It's about all the women who were wives of Henry VIII. Henry VIII obviously made a big change with the church. There's just a lot of connections, and also my actual favorite musical theatre, I won't say production, but performance, is Cell Block Tango, which ironically is about 6 women as well, which is what I thought was quite funny, and how they all ended up, they all killed their husbands for different reasons. And I love Cell Block Tango. That is one thing, if the Lord wills, one day I would love to choreograph Cell Block Tango, like in theatre production. Or maybe if they did like what they did with Wicked and made it into like a movie, but it was still like theatre driven. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so that was just randomly going to Six. So I was just asking her, and then she's like, if you're auditioning, because she sent me a voice note. Oh, then she's like, I was thinking, why would she voice note me? Like, because anyway, she sent me a voice. She's like, it's if you're auditioning for it, like it's a really good like whatever. It's like da-da-da-da. And I was like, who, and where did we talk about auditioning for nothing? Why would I audition? I haven't even pulled off my first performance, which is now fast approaching. And now we're talking about auditioning for a musical theatre production. Are you serious? But then I thought to myself after the fact, yeah, and I've been thinking, people obviously believe I'm capable. So like, am I actually just getting in my own way at this point? And this is what I'm thinking now. Because I'm thinking, if for her, like the reason why she thinks I'm bringing it up, because I haven't even responded. That's the funny thing. Because I was just like, nah, ain't no way I'm going to tell the YouTubers about this whole thing. Because I don't even know what to say. Like, because now I'm thinking, should I ask her about the audition process? But she's got like management, like, that's what I'm saying. I like have no idea how that stuff works. Anyways, if I was going to, and like, who is me? And like, when in what world am I going to go step into an audition room, right? Because I've held auditions myself, like for people to audition, like for things I'm doing, or for companies I'm working with, or whatever. Where am I supposed to get this gargantuan ego to then step in and like audition for anything if I was going to? But then I've been thinking, like, I'm so miserable with my life. Like, it is really the time. Like, I'm not married. I don't have kids. I don't have anybody I'm responsible for. And it's the first time that it's really hit me that I'm not actually responsible for anybody, even though everybody's making me feel like it was always made me feel like I'm responsible for other people that I'm not responsible for. So I'm kind of like, do I just hit the YOLO button, like, for real, and just be like, bam, let's just do it? Like, do I just go out there in the world and just start doing things? Like, because why not? Like, that's what I'm thinking now. So when she said that, and the fact that for her it was such a casual thing to say, as if like, what? Because I also don't know where on earth she thinks I was just thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to go and audition for a musical. But the funny thing is, I'll tell you what it is that's crazy about her saying that, is when I was like, I've been listening to the music from 6, right? Because this is what I always do. Like, my way of assessing things is I always fully immerse myself, like, in the thing so that I can, like, gauge everything. Look at me guys. Me in the trees. You can't tell me this isn't a vibe. Oh, my gosh. You guys can't tell me it's not a vibe, especially with me right now. Can you imagine? You can't tell me this isn't the vibe. Anyway, you guys would love it. You guys would eat it up. If I had a concert in the woods, you guys would eat it up. I promise you. Anyway, oh, look at the trees. Look. So I just thought I'd get you more of a, let's go in here. I'm not even going here, but we'll go in here. Everything's growing now because it's what you call it? Spring! Spring is springing! Hello, spring! Look at all the trees. Also, these trees are hella creepy, by the way. Like, these trees, yeah, those are creepy. Bro, it is like, I was in here, like, about a month ago. Okay, am I exaggerating? I don't know. It was not like this. And you know this place here, it actually grows up to like my height. So like all this stuff is going to be like past my height. It's going to be above my head. All these grasses and things. Look at it. Look at it. Those are the animals. I can't believe it took me until I was like in my mid to late 20s to realize I'm an outdoorsy girl. How? Anywho, I did spend a lot of time outdoors when I was a kid though. Anyways, yeah, oh my gosh. You guys, tell me this isn't the vibe. Especially this, I'm always wearing this denim jacket. I bought this and I just feel like it's such the vibe. Oh, guys, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you don't want to be here, right now. Anyway, so, I wasn't even going here. And the screen is doing the thing again. Oh, I hate technology. What the freak was I saying? Yes, I've been listening to the music, and the irony is, I was thinking, you know what? I could actually sing these songs. Like I was thinking to myself, and then it kind of made me think, am I? Like I don't want to say it. Like I'm so uncomfortable. I don't know if you guys realize. It seems like I'm just like this confident. What's wrong with being confident? Oh my gosh, the world destroyed Demi Lovato, and that's something I'll never forgive the world for. There's certain people that I'm upset on behalf of them for, like, and they're the reasons that I hate the world. Britney Spears obviously being one, Amanda Bynes obviously being one. Bearing in mind, Amanda Bynes was the one who was bestie buddies with one of the guys who was bestie buddies with Dan Schneider. So I'm just like, screw this world, screw them all. Anyway, Demi Lovato is another one who I feel like so talented, and just destroyed. So like I really hate this place. Can you guys see my conflicts of everything? Because it's kind of like the moment I'm thinking, you know what, it's going to be so much fun having this performance, going to Italy, like singing with Zucchero, doing this, like, you know, maybe I should audition. And then I think, but if God forbid the world's going to choose the side of the jury, they're going to protect the predators. If God forbid, worst case scenario, why am I doing any of this? Like, why am I even here? Like, that's my thought process. Are we understanding? Like, why am I even bothering? Because it's not like anybody's going to have your back anyway, because the jury of the sheeple are fickle, right? Anyways, so the one minute they love you, and then tomorrow, because you got an avocado that came from Venezuela, then they're going to cancel you, right? Or because if whatever happens and you're there, just so happens that the people above you and the elders come in and say one comment about you about whatever, then they're going to sway to that and say, oh, these young people of today, like, it's not worth it. Like, none of it feels worth it. Like, nothing feels like worth it. Like, it just doesn't feel worth it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, what? So imagine if I was successful, right? Imagine if I was, then what else am I going to have to deal with? The people, just the more of what I've already dealt with. Everybody listening to the lies, the betrayers, the manipulators, the naysayers, the deceivers. And then there's me. And for what? When I could just be here humbly, like, doing nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? I could just be here doing, so it's just, this is my, like, thought process, you guys. And then the other side of it is, like, I really have to deal with this because I'm going to have to, like, do this stuff if I'm doing it. Is the other day I was saying to God, like, I was like, God, what is it about the older you see me and the trees, we just look good together. Anyway, I was saying to God the other day, I was like, God, what is it about the older generations? Like, why is it that they are like the way they are? Like, why can't they progress? Don't even remind me. I was looking at videos like Shirley Temple and how they were like passing her around like as like a little child. And there was all these grown men passing her around and doing all of this. And then I saw another thing. And then also, let's not forget Drew Barrymore, who was like out in clubs and bars and things, and like 8 years old, doing drugs, getting alcohol, getting touched upon. Like, you people make me sick. Can I just say that? You people actually make me sick. Like, and the fact that you have the audacity to have a single word to say about my generation, shame on you. But anyway, so I was like, God, how is it that these people have like this, like, you know what I mean? And like, how are they like this? Like, how have they not changed? And he was like, pride. He just, one word, pride. So I'm scared of becoming like condemned by pride. I'm scared, not condemned, I'm scared of like becoming prideful. Like, I don't want to become so confident. Like, I kind of love that I kind of don't have any belief in myself with a lot of things, because I feel like it keeps me humble. And I'm kind of scared that like if I start to develop like, me and the trees, if I start to like really like think I'm capable of things, I'm going to have pride. And I'd honestly rather hate myself than have pride, because pride is literally the worst thing that can happen to you. That's why we're screwed. That's why the world is screwed. That's why the world is the way it is, because the older generations got caught up in pride and they can't deal with their issues and their shame or whatever because of pride. They sit on their high horse self-righteous because of pride. The Christians are acting out like judging the world in pride as if they don't need the same blood of Jesus. They're out here talking about Easter and all this, that, and the other right now, even though they're walking in pride, even though pride is the reason that the devil fell in the first place. Pride, like, this pride. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, God, like, and I've literally said to God, like, God, if I'm going to if I'm going to fall into pride, like, I've literally said this to God, you guys, if I'm going to fall into pride as a result of everything you are promising me, cancel it. Because I'd rather die humble than die proud. I would rather die humble. I'd rather die, right, and understand and be grateful for what Jesus did and be an example to others of the need of Jesus than I would live in pride and in adoration and in aspiration and being an inspiration to the people, to the generation. And you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that person. Like, it's just bothering me. Like, this is why all this stuff, it's so hard, because I'm thinking, you know what? I had the idea before she said it. It's funny, that's why she said it, when she said about this whole 6 thing. So first I was thinking, do you know what? I can actually pull this off. Second of all, I was thinking, before she said that, I was like, should I start auditioning? Like, before she even said that, I was like, should I start auditioning for stuff? Like, just to see what would happen, right? Because her story is incredible. Like, it was just a few years ago, she was working in like project management in whatever, and she did like her first audition. It basically, she took off in the last couple of years. And now she's just doing this incredible stuff. So I'm like, whoa. And like, you know, and so I'm like, am I missing what's in front of my face? And the thing that makes me think that as well is like, when I was in Italy, there's a woman there on Zucco's actual group, and I was telling her about like how every year my year plays out the exact same, and it's really weird, by month, right? And it is true. And so I said that to her last year, and she was like, sometimes God will let the same situation repeat because you haven't learned the lesson yet. So that's stuck in my mind. That's actually, that thing that she said to me in July last year is exactly why I'm conducting myself the way I am this year, because I'm like, God, let me not miss again, because I feel like I've missed twice and then something I'm missing, right? You know what I mean? And so I'm like, I keep having these opportunities. I'm around all these people and I keep having these things. Like, am I missing something? But then the thing that's holding me back is, like I just said, I don't like the world. I don't like the idea. Like, I don't want, I almost don't even want, like, I don't really want to like succeed in life, because I feel like all the cons outweigh the pros. Like the betrayals, the people turning against you, the people trying to use you, the people trying to exploit you. Like, you see it everywhere you turn. Like, it's just exploitation, it's judgment. Like, the higher you go, the more people have something to say about what you're doing, and the people feel more comfortable, even though they couldn't walk a second in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, people are going to never choose my side anyway, and not even hear me out and just go with what somebody else said. So that's already happening. So why am I going to go and now hit the amplify button? And then the other side, I don't want to now get caught up in pride and be walking around like these people of the world and these preachers and these pastors and these celebrities and these influencers, right? I was seeing this Vitaly idiot who he's getting shut down in the Philippines. Yeah, good for you, bro. Like, because why did you think you were going to go and like walk around somewhere and go and harass the people of another country? I'm glad to see people retaliating. Like, imagine I got that pride. Like, I make content. What if I fall into pride and I walk around doing some nonsense like that? Like, I don't want anything to do with it. I'm like, God, let me, like, I just want to disappear. I want to just disappear and just have the most humble job and be living in Antarctica where no one knows my name and there's not even like an internet connection. That's what I would like, because everything, the cons far outweigh the pros for me. I'll be so real right now. Like, I'll be so honest. Like, it's not worth it. Like, I've had a taste of all of it. I've had a taste of money, power, and fame. I've had a taste of the entertainment industry. I've had a taste of like being in leadership. Even today, I was reminded again about why I hate this leadership thing. I want to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, like, because it's just pressure. Like, what if I fail the people? Like, literally this morning, I was having to have prayers with the Lord, right? Because yesterday after the Bible study, after whatever, I was feeling away because I was like, oh my gosh, God, like, I just I don't think I should be the one. Like, I don't think I'm good enough to do this. And it's just so much pressure. Like, everything feels like so much pressure. Like, this is why I'm exhausted all the time. Like, because I'm just like, oh God, like, everything is so much pressure. So even though I might love doing the Bible study, even though I might love, you know, like performing, I love being on stage. Like, ever since I was a kid, I was thinking about this earlier, like, I always used to say as a kid that I was born for the stage. Like, I love being on stage. I love it. I love like helping people. I actually love being in leadership, and ironically, because I feel like I've noticed that people need a leader, right? You know what I mean? And like, I'm not a follower. So that's the thing. So I have to be like, you know what I mean? And again, it's irony because both my parents obviously leaders. Like, I come from a family of leadership and talent and gifts, and exactly. So it's like, having those things doesn't mean things work out well. That's another thing that I've been thinking about. Like, obviously the way my family is, you got all the talent you could possibly ask for, all the intelligence you could possibly ask for. You got leaders, you got like so many good things, and it all amounts to nothing. And why is that? Sorry, sir. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just boggles my mind. So I'm like, ugh, it's just too much pressure. It's way too much pressure. And I'm like, I don't feel like it's worth it. Like, I still don't. And I'm trying so hard because like everything's right on the cusp and I can like taste the future in front of me and like all the opportunities of things that I want. And I just don't want to take a bite, because it just doesn't feel worth it, like, in the long haul. You guys understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. I just had a whole crashing out. I'm crashing out at the moment because I feel like I've got to the point where I'm so exhausted by living. Like, living is so exhausting for me that I no longer can just like hold back how I'm feeling, because I don't even have the energy to hold back. Like, I don't even have the energy to pretend to be anything other than who I really am and to say anything other than how I really feel anymore. And I almost feel like God allowed it to happen on purpose. Like, that's what I realized the other day. I was like, God, did you? Because it seems like you wanted me to get here. Because it seems like everything's happening because I got here. And it's kind of true. Like, he's like, yeah, because now you're like being yourself and saying what you really have to say. because you don't even have the energy to hold back. And if I had given you some of the things you wanted prior, you would have just been like resisting everything. And I'm not going to lie, all of this is like, and how I'm feeling is the actual perfect, ironically, the perfect inspiration for my performance that I have in the songs I've picked. That's what makes me laugh about it, because, bruh, I got so much to draw from. So, anywho, you'll if anybody's listening to me barking at you for the last, you're barking up the wrong tree. Anyway, if anybody's listening to me barking away for this entire video, I shouldn't say, you're a real one. You're a real one for that. And what I mean by airplanes, see, Jesus, the Lord God, thank you, because I need to pick me up right now. I'm what's the word? I'm mentally deteriorating. And it's so stupid, isn't it? You'd think, this is why when people talk to me about their prayers to the Lord and how they want this and they want that and they want this and they're praying for this and praying for that, I'm like, people never think about the negatives that come with the things they pray for. That's why I don't be praying for, really asking God for almost anything. Because I'm aware that, like it said, the Pussycat Doll said, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. I remember that song came out when I was like 10. And I remember thinking that phrase in my head, and throughout my life I've always thought, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. So real. And again, another fraudulent, because even all the vocals of the Pussycat Dolls was all actually Nicole Scherzinger. The other girls weren't even talking, they were just dancing, because they can't find the combination, because this is Hollywood and Hollywood. And then also other weird things were happening and everything. Like everything, anybody that's a real winner has had to go through so much to win, that like, and then you don't have people appreciating things until you share everything. That's why it frustrates me about people as well. It's like people be like, oh, if I'd known that you'd gone through this, if I'd known that this had happened. Why can't we just be understanding in general? Why can't we just not judge people in the first place? Like, I really, like, these are the things, everything I'm saying is like, these are the reasons why I hate being on this planet. All these things that I'm saying, like, why is it that for me to get help or to whatever, or for somebody else to get help, and now you've told us every fine detail about your life. Now we're going to be understanding, but before we were just judging you. Like, I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate it here. And honestly, my album is going to be called I Hate It Here. No, I'm just kidding. But you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, is anybody hearing me? Like, am I making sense? Is this a safe space or what? Of course it's not. It's the freaking planet, and the devil's the freaking king of this kingdom down here, right? But you guys understand what I'm saying? And that's why I just find it funny. Like, I was thinking, oh, should I audition? Like, it all sounds nice, right? It all the fantasy of it all, the fun of it all. Because, I was thinking, it's not, what if no one books me? I was thinking, what if I get booked? What if I succeed? Do I want that to happen? I don't think I you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I don't want it to, because I don't want to get in between me and the Lord. And obviously I trust God above all else. And this is why I literally grip God with every fiber of my being. Like, I literally hold on to his, like, like how kids, when they're like, how kids like to like sit on, okay, there is a bug on my phone. Thank you. It just flew here and it flew away. I don't even know what kind of bug it was. I think it's kind of like a wasp. I think it was a wasp. Anyway. Welcome. Happened to be here. Anyway, like when kids, they like sit on like their parents' foot with their legs like crossed around them and they're like holding on. This is me and God. I'm like, God, don't let me go. Like, don't let me go, and don't leave me here. Like, why would you leave me here? Like, and like, anyway, guys, I'm really crashing. And I'm crashing because I know that I'm going to have to, like, the season is coming. Like, I'm about to do these things. I'm about to step into these things. I have to do them. I have to show up. And I'm just going to have to deal with the consequences. I'm just going to have to deal with it. And it's kind of depressing me, honestly. Like, I know, I should be so grateful and so happy because how lucky you are. I'm so real for this. Oh my gosh. But if one day we end up with the concert in the forest, can you guys imagine? Oh my gosh. If this ain't a mood, I don't know what a mood is. Like, because look at me, guys. Look at me. And I'm not even wearing mascara right now. Not important. This literally doesn't matter. But anyway, you guys know what I'm saying. Anyways, I'm glad I had this crash out, and thank you guys for being here for my crashing out. I just had to get this off my chest. And also, I'm going to ask her, like, I'm going to say to her, like, I don't even know how I would audition if I would audition for anything. Have I never, no, I have auditioned. I auditioned to be in a dance company. I think that's the only time I've auditioned for something. Is that the only time I've been on the side of auditioning as opposed to being the one running? Oh my goodness. No, I've auditioned for like a couple times for a couple dance things, to be fair. But anyway, so I audition. And what should I audition for? And by the way, I'm not saying I'm going to audition for 6, by the way, because I don't think it's my vibe. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm still listening to the music. I'm listening to the music all day. I'm going to be. Anyway, guys, I'm stressed. I'm stressed sitting out and I'm stressed. And this is why I haven't even responded to some of my closest friends at the moment, because I just don't even know what to say to them, because they're going to ask me, like, how are you? And I'm going to be like, this is how I am. Like, this is why I hate having people in your life, because it's like, people want me to be like, I should just be able to be, oh, everything, yeah, I'm okay, everything's fine, everything's good, yeah, okay, grateful to be alive, and yourself. But it's not. Like, I'm literally making, like, life-changing decisions. And it is life-changing, like, because when I put myself out there, like, I'm putting myself out there. It's like making videos on YouTube. This, at least, I'm comfortable with. I'm putting myself out here. Like, if I'm going to perform, to do something, I'm putting myself out there. Like, people can record, people can whatever. So these are not, like, small things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like just some unknown whatever in the back corner of the beyond, of the underneath, the whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, it's intense. And then also I feel like people just assume that they always look at the positives and they assume that I just take everything so easily, and I don't. I just am really good at absorbing a lot of pain. I have really high pain tolerance, and I have really high tolerance for a lot of things, which I feel like, again, is something that's traditional for people in the entertainment industry, for people who are successful in sports, in whatever. You have to just be the type of person who can just handle a lot. And honestly, I'm sick of handling things. I'm sick of having to be the strong person. I'm sick of having to be the mature adult. I'm sick of having to be responsible. And I'm sick of all of it, because I didn't ask to be alive. I didn't ask to be here. And had I known that I was going to be born into this prison sentence of this amount of responsibility, I would have said no. But now I have to deal with it anyways. And I'm wrong for not being happy about it. And I should just be grateful to be alive. And the things that I want to do, the cons outweigh the pros. So great. Oh my gosh, it's such a great time being here on planet Earth. This is how I be with the Lord, you know, you guys. It's going to be uncomfortable for you guys, some of you guys to watch this, but this is how I talk to the Lord. And this is why we are where we are, because it's like, you know, daughter, I feel you. And you know what? I hear you. And your future, it ain't going to be like that, because you know what? That's what the Bible says. Jesus came to give us life, and life abundantly. So abundance is your portion, my friend, my daughter, and you're going to be good. And even though you're worried about all these things, those things, they're not going to be saying the way you think they're going to be saying. For real. They're going to be different. Not because the world is different, because you write about the world. You write. But I ain't the world, because I am God, Yahweh. So because I am Yahweh, I do things my way. So just have faith. So that's why I have faith, you guys. That's why I have faith, because I'm like, you know what? Despite all of this, and despite how much I hate everything, like, that's why I say to you guys that I have an overwhelmingly strong amount of faith that I don't think people realize. I think people think I'm just casually, I grew up in church and I just believe in God because I want to believe I'm going somewhere nice after I die. No. I believe in God because he is genuinely the only hope I have in anything. And I believe, because I believe in him so strongly, why wouldn't he show off and show out with me? Because it's like, then people can see that, like, when you really don't believe you have anything else and the only thing that you truly feel that you have is God, this is what happens. And then it's just going to be a beautiful testimony. So either way, I don't know, maybe I should audition. What should I audition for, you guys? I'm actually crackhead unhinged, but I don't care, because I'm only unhinged and crackhead as far as the world is concerned, because everybody's used to just, you know, the pride. Like I said, it's the pride. I'm out here, I'm honest, I'm vulnerable, I'm sharing my emotions, I'm sharing my feelings, I'm sharing the deep pits of my despair, I'm sharing, you know, my fears, my strengths, my everything. Because I'm not walking in pride, because I don't need to be perfect, and I don't see any value in that. What I see value in is me being a real person, so that you guys, as you know, remember I even said this before the first time I went to Italy, I was like, watch you guys when I come back. Watch, like, how the journey is going to happen. I was watching my old Italy videos last night. I was crying before I'd even sung when I'd left, and I was making all these videos. I was like, guys, I'm in Italy now. At that point, I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was doing, right? But I did it somehow. And it's like, now it's the same thing. Like, I might be feeling like this, but 365 days from now, who knows where the Lord gonna take me. Anywho, guys, I'm gonna leave you all because I've yapped enough. Yeah, I feel like I just honestly, I didn't even plan that much to crash out, but I've crashed out on the internet once again. And then someone's gonna be like, "Don't worry about it. Like, you should just this." Like, it's always the explanations with no foundation. It's like when people say you should be happy to be alive, but for why? Because being alive is exhausting. It costs me so much energy just to be alive because I have things I have to do. I have to work after this. It's exhausting. So why am I happy to wake up to have to live in slavery? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm saying. People they just say stuff. And I honestly believe it's because the difference between me and with others is like, I don't fear death because Jesus defeated death. That's what I'm saying. This whole Easter, like, oh, it's Easter, it's Easter, it's Easter. Let's celebrate the resurrection. I celebrate the resurrection every day. The resurrection is the only reason that I care to still be here. Right? The resurrection is the only reason I'm alive. Because I've nearly died and I've tried to even be the author of my own death so many times. That I've been saved so many times, I realized eventually that Jesus defeated death, and because I believe in Jesus' death, isn't even an option. And I would never do it again anyways. Look, I'll do this for the Lord. If Jesus can put up with everything, that's why Jesus is my inspiration, because I'm like, the people of the world, they don't inspire me at all, right? Because people, they just do things, they pander to the public, even celebrities, they pander to the public, they say whatever makes the people happy, they get all these surgeries to be the whatevers. Jesus, he put up with everything and everything for the sake of love. Right, for the sake of that, he loves us. I would rather literally worship him and him being my inspiration, because then he makes me think, you know what, as much as I can hate being here and as much as I think this place is just somewhere you suffer and this is a life sentence, imprisonment to live as a slave, if Jesus can do it, and if Jesus did it and defeated death and with such a beautiful heart, that is an inspiration to me. And that's why there's nobody on the planet that can ever come close to inspiring me the way that God does. God loves us every day when we fail him. All the things I'm talking about, everything I'm experiencing such a small portion of the degree to which God experiences that with all of us all the time, right? And he still is unrelenting in his pursuit of us, and unrelenting in his love. Like, just like how the plants will always grow, even though there's nobody here necessarily to tend to the plants. No one's necessarily pruning them, you know what I mean, and all of this. But they will still grow. Why? Because that's God, and he is life, and he is living. That's why he's the I am living itself. I will continue to live, and I will continue to push life. And even me, who always talks about death, God's like, but you will live. You know what I mean? I died so that you can live. You know, I just love God, basically. So anyways, you guys, and that's all I've got to say. And yeah. If life's a game, let's play to win. Also, if anybody thinks I should actually audition for something, what kind of things do you think I would be good at? Like, I don't even know. I've never really thought about it until now. I'd rather not really audition for anything. I'd rather do my own things. But is there something we think I would be good at? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, on that note, life's a game, let's play to win. God bless you. God loves you. I love you. I'll see you in my next one. Goodbye.